Who needs social interaction when you have the internet? To match up with someone is as easy as searching, clicking, and typing. That is, if you've forgotten that you live in an autist society, which is also riddled with creeps with no sense of decency. That society, when has it ever catered for deaf people? It's apparent that our world was constructed for the means of abled people, and this is not only an issue for the deaf, but also for all of those with disabilities. As such, the internet can serve as an escape from the world. In seconds, you can find someone to chat to online that can have the same interests, concerns, or even disabilities as you. But like anything, it has its flaws. And just like the real world, there are issues that persist even online in the digital world. An executive study conducted by Audio Eye found that only 3% of the internet is accessible for people with disabilities. And it's not just the website themselves that suffer from inaccessibility, but it's also the content. Much of the long form and short form content relies solely on hearing. This raises concerns for the need for more accessible websites for those with disabilities. In the case of deaf people, people have already taken action into creating more accessible websites, and that is what we will be exploring today. Today we will be exploring the world of the deaf community online. The internet serves as an excellent resource for those wanting to learn or practice their sign language. Whether you're deaf, hard of hearing, or hearing, we could all use a little help sometimes. So here are some resources that you can find online specifically for ASL. First, we have LifePrint, a site that serves as an ASL dictionary. There are an array of study materials and signing videos to reference while learning sign language. The website's president, Bill Vicars, is a well-recognized ASL figure who was born hard of hearing. He's devoted to spending his time developing ASL-related resources for all. You might recognize him in your Google search images if you do happen to reference those, which I do a lot. Another digital ASL dictionary is Signing Savvy, which contains thousands of videos related to ASL signs, fingerspelled words, and other common signs. Their leadership team consists of 5 different people with years of experience in ASL signing. Looking for deaf news? Try All Deaf. They have been a news outlet for deaf news since 1999, with a subscriber base of 76,000 plus members. Additionally, they offer a forum page for those wanting to communicate with deaf communities. Although this is not every site that you can find, it serves as a good introduction, so go give it a try. Although these resources are incredibly helpful, they don't really do much if you don't have someone to talk to. Unless signing to the wall is your thing. Introducing Internet Chat Rooms, made by deaf people for deaf people. For more formal and academic conversations, try Sign On Connect. It's a site designed by an ASL interpreter where you can pay for one-on-one conversations with one of their ASL ambassadors, and their prices range from $27 to $110. Prefer something free? Try Sign Language Forum. It's a forum that allows people to connect and learn about sign language. They also offer a British Sign Language form. Although these sites are designed from deaf people for deaf people, they don't always reach their designated audience, whether it might be the price or just the lack of knowledge on that site. A lot of these sites from deaf people don't gain that much traction. Hence, a lot of people tend to resort to more mainstream websites like Discord, Reddit, and Facebook that offer platforms for users to give their own communities and their own voice. Sites like Reddit, Discord, and Facebook enable users to create active spaces where deaf members can communicate with each other. Here's proof of their activity as of today. Go give it a try. And with that, this concludes the discussion on internet chat rooms and internet sites for deaf people. I hope you guys were informed of what you can find, and I most definitely encourage looking for your own communities. As I've discussed with my deaf friends from Discord, they have mentioned that they have some bias and some problems with certain sites online that they have tried. And I just have to say it, if it wasn't already obvious, the hearing person's opinion matters a little less than the deaf person's opinion in this kind of conversation. Thank you all for watching. Editor here. This has nothing. It's just for show. But I did want to discuss my thoughts on this topic, as I didn't actually expect to really get into the community itself, more so observe from like a very far distance. But I ended up talking to this specific Discord group, which I will post a picture right now. And they were really communicative. They were very welcoming, despite the fact that I was hearing and that I had questions and that they were probably sick of their questions that they went out, which I am very grateful for, because I joined multiple groups and a lot of them were like, no, we don't want questions. So respectfully, I would leave, because that was not something that I was going to dedicate my time with. But yeah, very insightful. I would definitely recommend if you could try a Discord site, because those people are very welcoming, they're very open, and those communities are typically structured really well. So I would definitely shout out this Discord group, and I will leave all of the links on the bottom. Thank you.